In an interview on Sunday, U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick minimized the effect of legal ambiguity surrounding U.S. tariffs on current talks with the European Union. Speaking on Fox News Sunday, Lutnick was questioned over a Reuters story that quoted an unnamed EU source involved in the negotiations as saying that the EU has extra leverage because of the legal ambiguity surrounding the tariffs in the United States of America.
Tariffs are easy to understand, right? We have a 2.5% tariff on autos, and Europe has a 10% tariff, and other people have a 20% or 15% tariff, and that's sort of easy, so they can all come down.
You can't listen to silly people making silly comments, remarked Lutnick. He continued, all of the countries that are negotiating with us understand the power of Donald Trump and his ability to protect the American worker. In a broad decision last week, a U.S. trade court ruled that President Trump had overreached himself by levying universal taxes on goods from U.S. trading partners, blocking the majority of his tariffs. A day later, a U.S. federal appeals court halted the decision, allowing the tariffs to take effect while it reviewed a Trump administration appeal. The decision may have cost us a week, but then everybody came right back to the table, according to Lutnick. Trump and his advisors announced on Friday that negotiations were proceeding and that numerous nations had been in communication since the court decision.
I'm not looking for a deal. I mean, we've set the deal. It's at 50%. They haven't treated us properly. They haven't treated our country properly. They banded together to take advantage of us.
However, he later postponed the implementation date to July 9th in order to give more time for negotiations. The European Commission stated on Saturday that it may take countermeasures after Trump announced on Friday that he would raise import duties on steel and aluminum from 25% to 50%. Speaking on ABC News this week, White House economic advisor Kevin Hassett
is something like double the global capacity. The steel industries all across the world are in trouble because of China dumping of steel. And China's doing that not just because they love us and they want to give us nice steel. They're doing that because it prepares them to win a war because they're the only ones who can make steel. And so President Trump is going to make sure that that never happens in the U.S., that we don't have the steel we need in case of war, and Europe should do that as well.